evening, my subscribers, my fellow Nigerians. Thank you for subscribing. Today being July 13, P2B replies to Atiku after he dragged about who is more popular and rejected the zoning in coalition. Watch this and see.
Motivate Nigerians to come out en masse and vote on election day. Atiku Abubakar is not that man. Atiku Abubakar is not actually loved by people around. Do anything to get there. They are trying to secure their own employment, their own future through Atiku Abubakar. Now, let's talk about how zoning worked in the first coalition in the Fourth Republic. Well, you cannot really call it a coalition. It was a merger of three political parties that became APC. Before they actually merged, they sat down, the leaders of the three main parties. They all sat down and decided and agreed on who their leader would be, who they would support for the presidency in 2015. That leader is Muhammadu Buhari. That's the reason TINUBU and his supporters keep saying that he made Muhammadu Buhari the president. Prior to that time, Buhari already nearly cried on national television that he will no longer contest the presidential election. Then, before the merger happened, TINUBU convinced him to run again. So, the APC merger would have crashed even before the election. Yes, because the major reason they were opposing Goodluck Jonathan at the time was not just about corruption and other issues. It was because the Northerners felt it was their turn, that Jonathan was taking their turn. So if they are contesting against Goodluck Jonathan for power to go back to the North, and at the end of the day, at the end of the primaries, a Southerner wins the primaries, the Northerners will just on or the merger. Yes. Now the question is, why are the coalition members not doing exactly what the APC members did in their formation years? Why does it seem like they are working for one man? Why is someone like Rabiu Kwankwaso not in this coalition? Did they approach him to join and he refused? Have they made any move? Yes, he's part of the opposition. Why is he not a member of the coalition? Yes, it doesn't make any sense. It seems that someone in the coalition is preventing others to join that coalition because of his ambition. Yes, even the remaining PDP members, they still have 10 governors in PDP that haven't yet decamped to APC. Why haven't the coalition members reached out to them? Yes, we know PDP is a dying party, or are they not already dead? But at least the main objective of all the opposition against APC. If some people are not joining the coalition, it means they are afraid of something. Yes, they are afraid that Atiku Abubakar might hijack the presidential ticket of the coalition. They now regret handing the ticket to Atiku Abubakar. They feel that Atiku Abubakar shouldn't have been on the ballot, that he was part of the reason they lost the election. Look at what he said about P2B, and in a way, he opened the door for him to come to PDP and contest under the PDP in 2027.
You see, it is easy to understand what they are saying. Okay, let me break it down. The reason why they are saying all this is because of P2B just served a reply that exposed more than just a political arrogance. It exposed a deeper problem in Nigeria politics today. Talk about it first. Atiku statement about popularity is not just laughable matter. It is out of touch. You do not win the heart of Nigerian youth and urban voters with political machineries from 1999. He's referring to Obi, that Obi is winning the heart of youth, and he's using machinery to win election. P2B response was measured but sharp. He did not throw insult. He threw facts. He reminded Atiku that he reminded Atiku and Nigeria that politics is not just a game of who is more popular or who is carrying crowd, but politics is about trust, vision, and integrity, and that scoreboard. And if we want to look at it, think of this, P2B have all these things, he have all this character, he have all this attribute to make him qualify as a president in Nigeria. You cannot just go and carry somebody who is up to 80 years to become president. What value does he have to offer to Nigeria? Let's look at it. There's no value, there's no potential. There's no potential you have to offer to Nigeria, but P2B have potential and value to offer to Nigeria. Now, P2B was consistently showing himself as the one who Nigeria want. Yes, he's right, because Nigeria needs people like this who have vision for us. P2B does not just reply. He repositioned the debate, reminding Nigeria that popularity without purpose is empty and colonization without quality is doomed. If you agree that Nigeria needs a new politics with all value, like and honesty and fairness, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your comment below. Who do you think is truly more popular, Atiku or P2B? Let me see on the comment section. Thank you for joining me.